All right, welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Dried Blood, the D20 Deathmatch After Action Report. What a freaking ending! I know we all want to talk about it. We're just holding it in. I don't know who wants to start. Who wants? Minh, Steve, Luboffin. Who wants to start here?
I'm happy to start.
Go for
This
it.
was wild. So I have never played Bladesinger before. I love Paladins. Bladesingers, highly recommend. Super, super fun. Also, just like you have so many options, you could just be like that pro wrestler. You can just like pull stuff out of your hat or your butt, depending on like what like makes you happy.
Yeah, wherever you pull things out of. Yeah.
But I pulled a
Whatever's
ton of
bigger,
stuff.
honestly.
Yeah. But I pulled a ton of like wild stuff in that fight. And like if you it's weird because you have to kind of know the spells. Like if you know the spells, you can have a really good time with Bladesinger. So like when I dropped a fireball at my feet, like I knew I had advantage on saves because of haste, and like that's not a intuitive thing. So it does have that element, but if you like you're looking for like a challenging way to like make things happen, Bladesinger, chef's kiss.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that was so good. It was super nice to have both of you here for the first time. But Luboffin getting the win. How do you feel? How do you feel about how that went down?
It was so exciting. That was awesome. It was so fun. I mean, how great is it to just roll like that many d6s?
Yeah.
So silly. And then to survive at the end of it, which was very unexpected. It was great.
Let's talk about that, because the lay on hands. I love that our cameras are all so close, because I got to see both of your reactions in that moment. And then Steve, you were thinking all through that moment. I could see it in your face, and I saw this. Especially once she initially talked about her mother, there was like this change. You always had respect, but there suddenly was this moment of compassion. And then, of course, Luboffin, your face when you heard that.
You struck a chord, Luna.
Yeah.
Like that like little moment. I love that about Dungeons and Dragons and all RPGs. Like the little moments can like really like cascade something. So I mean, you talked about like wanting to please other people, and like that's a very personal thing for me. And I don't know if you all notice, but like I live in a certain body that people notice, and some people don't think that's like what I should look like. And fuck them. And that's how I feel. When I said to when Minh said to Alyndra, as long as you follow your heart, you'll be glorious. That's just me talking to me. So that was great to say out loud.
Oh.
Yeah, it was such a like wholesome message and ending. And like, yeah, it's so funny how it's like a really like fun, over the top, silly deathmatch, and then you like can throw something really personal in there, and all of a sudden you're like, wait, what? Are we talking about me now?
That's the beauty of D&D, is that it gets to be all parts of us. The sides we don't like, the sides that we need to be for ourselves, the sides that we have to laugh and be ridiculous. This was something where both of you brought out some really beautiful moments of vulnerability and made characters that everybody wanted to cheer for. Everyone wanted to see you go to that next level, and that you both brought it. I appreciate. Thank you so much, because it's hard sometimes to bring out fully committed characters like this, especially for one shots, right? Because it's like, oh, it's a one shot.
Yeah.
But to do so is such an act and a true promise of a player to the character they've created. So thank you.
Yeah, and I really like that ending. That was so cool. I was thinking, oh yeah, 40d6. Although first I'll talk about how you put that umbrella up and you had the absorb elements. You were only 2 HP from surviving that.
It was 2.
2.
Now, 2.
Technically,
That was
Meteor Swarm
wild.
has 4 meteors, but for our use, we just did 1. But like you 2 points from almost saving that, but then also to reach out. That's a really fun moment because we do a lot of rule of cool here and a lot of just like things based on good RP, and like that was just such a good RP moment that as a DM, as running the show, it's just like a good moment to reward someone for like good RP. Like, can I get lay of hands off? Yeah, of course you can, because that's amazing. So it was just really cool that you created that moment so that we could reward that on the show, and it's super fun.
Though, to add to the story, since it was only 2 and we are only running with the 1 meteor swarm, you can roll some death saving throws right now to see what happens if you'd like.
I will do it if you want to record it or if you want to keep it secret, I'm happy with that too. But
It is your character, whatever you'd like. Think of this like Avengers end scene credits. What you want to show or not show is up to you.
Tell you what, let's roll the first one. Let's just roll the first one. Let's see how that goes.
Yeah, sure.
Right?
Do
Just
it.
have some fun.
Sure, yeah.
Could be a nat 20.
Ooh.
It's one success. Let's roll a second one. Let's just roll a second one. Because, like, why not? We'll just roll a second one.
18 on the first.
It's a fail.
9 on the
We'll
second.
just keep going. We'll just keep going.
Okay.
Oh no.
It's another fail.
5 on the second. Fail.
And let's leave it at that.
Oh! I love it.
We just see like the barely twitching within the pile of ash, and that's it. That's all we get a
That's it.
sense
Yeah.
of.
All right. That's
Died off screen. We'll never know.
That's so good. It was just so much fun having you both here and just having you on the show. And we'd never played with you before or even met you, so it was great to like meet you and get to play. And like it's such a really interesting dynamic when you get to not only meet somebody then play D&D with them for the first time. It's like I think you just kind of like really jumpstart a lot of conversations and things because again like you guys are bringing up personal things about yourself within the space. Like we're going 0 to 100 on the acquaintance scale right away.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh man.
And you know what? To both of your credits, you started off in our like green room area, and you were talking about all these kind of things, and that goes a long way because I think I don't want to speak on your behalf, Luna, but like I felt very comfortable just like being here and like having that moment of vulnerability. Like I knew what I was here for, like pro wrestling moments. But like as soon as you dropped like a very personal thing, I'm like, yeah, this is the time for me to like really engage on that level. And here we are. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, it was great. Yeah, it feels very like just a really fun space. Yeah, Steve, it was such a joy to play with you. So it was great.
Absolutely ditto. No, this was
Loved it.
This was so cool. I love how you started us with like, oh, my chat stream had to like help me with a character sheet, but no, you are how the kids say a pro gamer, and that was amazing to play with you. That was so much fun.
Never call myself that.
You two know what you're doing.
I do make.
Oh wow!
Yes,
flowchart.
Oh,
Nice.
I remember you tweeted a flowchart like a couple of weeks ago, and I was like, "That's beautiful." I was thinking like that needs to be framed.
Well,
yeah, a bit of a nerd.
You both brought such a beautiful style. Mughat,
no, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, yes,
no,
thank
yeah,
you.
please go ahead. Please, after you. You could tell we talk over each other a lot here.
Yeah, no, it's okay.
Mostly her fault.
It's you both bring such a talent and respect to one another and to the game. I think that's why this is so much fun, and I want to thank both of you for doing this because it's hard. Like each week, we're bringing in new individuals every time, and Mudcat and I are very lucky because we have talented players like the two of you, and we get to learn, and it makes us better players as well. So, thank you for that. Now you can go, Mudcat.
Oh, okay, perfect. Well, now that I'm here, no, you know what? I don't want to go anymore.
You have to. Fine, I'll say it because I know what you're going to say.
You know what I'm
so
going to do.
we wrap up the show by having a final statement from both of you. You can choose to do it as your character, as yourself, or both. Either or works perfectly fine. It's a chance to address our listeners for one final moment. So I'll let volunteers go first, but would anyone like to offer their final thoughts?
I'm always the first volunteer. Like whenever someone's like volunteer, like my hand shoots up before the sentence finishes. So I'm willing to do it. But Luna, if you didn't have anything, I'm happy to go first. I'm gonna go first here. I ended the game with talking about following your heart and things like that. And obviously that really, really matters to me. I'll double down on that, but also challenge anyone out there listening. Definitely follow your heart. Your heart knows best. So follow your heart, but also everyone else out there has a heart. You should listen to those hearts as well. And you should understand where their hearts might be coming from. You have to understand what scars might be on theirs as well. And if it really matters to you, think about how the strength you bring to a situation can be lent to them. And that's what I'll say.
I feel like I just got inspiration for the title of this episode, Hearts and Scars.
Oh,
nice. Cat's like, I don't know if I like that. But I think it's
Hearts
nice.
on fire.
Hearts on. Oh, dang it. That's good too. But that was very well said. Thank you so much.
That was beautiful. Steve. I don't know how I'm gonna follow that. But I guess I'll just say how cool is D&D? Like these two characters are gonna stick with me, man. Like, and it was like a 2-hour session where, I didn't think of anything outside of the stats for my character and ended up with like this fully formed character that's probably gonna live with me for the rest of my life. Like, how amazing is that? Like,
right? Yeah.
it's so good. Min's, memory is gonna live in mine forever. So yeah, I think that's amazing. Magic. True magic.
Beautiful. Thank you both. Mudcat, I think that makes up for a good dried episode.
I think so too. So we will see you guys on the next episode of Dried Blood.